Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up any server on a VPS. So the first thing you will want to do is connect to your VPS. You can find your connection details usually in an email from your hosting provider. After that, you will want to enter the details into the remote desktop app that is already installed on your PC. You can find this app by clicking the Windows icon and then searching remote desktop connection. It will come up here, and then you enter the details that you have been given from your hosting provider. Once you've done that, hit connect. And then when it all loads, you will be on your VPS where you can now start the server setup. The first thing that you'll want to do on your VPS is install 3 different programs. The first program you'll be installing is Xampp Control Panel. You'll want to open the Internet Explorer that comes with your VPS. Once that is opened, search for Xampp Control Panel. Or you can use a link in the description to download this as well. Click on the download 64-bit right here. Wait for your download to start. If it doesn't start like mine, just click here and then click on here. And then double click on this, click run, wait for this to load, and then click next, 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 and then next. Once that has installed, you can keep this ticked and then click finish. Then you can go ahead and close all of these and start the first 2 that you see on here. Make sure that they're running and they don't stop, and then you can go ahead and install HeidiSQL next. So you'll want to search HeidiSQL on your Internet Explorer, or you can use a link in the description again. Click on the installer 32/64-bit combined. Double click to open the file, click run, install for all users, click accept, click next, 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 and then install. For this, you'll want to click no because it doesn't actually change anything. After that, you can come over to your desktop, double click on it, and then you'll want to click new and then open. This will only work if these 2 things right here are started, otherwise it won't let you open it. Next, you can minimize both of these. You'll need them later, not right now. And the next thing you're going to want to install is Winrar. So open your Internet Explorer again, search Winrar, or use a link in the description to install it. You'll want to click the one at the top, double click on this, click run, and then install. So once you've done that, you've installed everything you need to start your server. The next thing you'll want to do is open Internet Explorer again and search FiveM Server artifacts. Click the first link above or click the link in the description. Download the latest one at the top here and ignore these 2 buttons at the top and just download this one. Open the file, do Ctrl+A on your keyboard and then extract. Click on desktop. Click new folder and then click OK. Once you've done that, you'll want to go to FiveM Keymaster. Click on this link, click sign in, and then sign into your CFX/FiveM account on this website so you can link your CFX key. Once you've signed in, click on new server, enter the display name. I'm going to put CRM Dev. It can be anything, it doesn't matter. Click I'm not a robot and then generate. Once you've done that, you'll have your CFX key right here. Just keep that up. Go back to your desktop, double click on server, scroll down until you find the FX server application and double click that. This will start to create your server for you where you can set this up through TXadmin. Now since you signed into the website already, you just click link account. Then it'll come up with this with your account name right here. Click continue. Make sure you put a backup password. This can be anything, it doesn't matter. Click this and then click register. Once you've done that, it will say right here you need to configure your server to be able to start it. Click on go to the setup page. Click next. Enter any name. Click next. So here you'll want to click popular recipes. If you're using a CRM development server, click CFX default. If you would like to use default ESX legacy, use that, or QB, whatever you want to use. But if you're using CRM development files or pre-made server files, any pre-made server files, use CFX development FiveM. Click save. Click go to recipe deployer. Click next. And then here's where you'll want to go back to key master, copy your key, come back here and paste it in. Then click run. This will create your resource folder where you'll be putting all your scripts in here. Click next. For this, if you have a pre-made server, you'll want to start downloading the files from your pre-made server so you can put the custom server CFG in. So I have my CRM development LSV4 files right here that I'm going to download. You'll want to make sure that if you have a full server that you're installing the SQL and the files itself. And then also if it comes with a car pack, clothing pack, download those as well. Another thing you'll want to make sure you have is the server CFG because we'll need to put that in. Once you've downloaded everything, open your server CFG with Notepad or Visual Studio Code if you have that installed. Control A and then Control C to copy everything. Paste everything in here by clicking Control A and then Control V. Go down to your CFX license key right here, set SV license key. Come over here, copy this one, and paste it into here. Then you'll want to click save and run, and then you'll notice how nothing starts. That's because you have to get your files that you've downloaded, open them up, and then you'll want to come to your resources folder right here. Delete everything that it made because you don't need that if you have a pre-made server because it comes with it already. Drag this into here. And then you can close this. The next thing you'll want to do is open HeidiSQL, make it full screen, click File, Run SQL file, find the database file for your pre-made server, open it, and then click Yes. Once you've done that and it's fully done, right click here, click Refresh just to make sure it's all here. You'll have all of this or something similar. You can then minimize this program. Come over to your TX admin, restart your server. And then when the server starts up, if you get any errors like this is because you have not done the Tebex part. You go get the keymaster files from your server. If you bought CRM development files, you'll have a small text like this that has your Tebex code. So you'll want to click on the Tebex link right here. This will take you to the CRM Development Tebex store. After that, make sure you're following what you purchased. So if I purchased LSV4, I would have to click Los Santos LS Legacy V4. So I would click here, and then I would click LS Legacy V4 right here and click Buy. After that, click Login with FiveM, click Continue. And then right here, you'll want to paste your Tebex code that was given to you right here in this Tebex code. After that, the discount code will give you 100% off and it will go to 0. Just proceed with the checkout. I can't show the rest on YouTube because the video will get taken down, so just continue doing this. And then you'll get your files on Keymaster, so come back to your VPS, go to CFX Server Key Management, click on Granted Assets. So right here, I have all the assets for Legacy V4 for CRM development files. Just make sure you download all of these, not just one of them. You'll need every asset that your server comes with. This is only for if you have CRM development files. If you're installing other files, it may work differently. But for CRM development files, you need all of the assets made for your server files. So once your assets download, go to your downloads right here, open the asset. Usually with our newer servers, it will tell you exactly where you need to drag it. So it says drag into CRM v4. So you'll click on this, go to your resources. You'll want to drag it into the CRM v4 folder, not outside of it, because otherwise the script will not start. So I'll drag it here and then put it into this folder right here. Otherwise it will not start unless you start the script manually. So now just make sure to do that with all the assets, all 11 assets, and then your server will work correctly. Now, once you've done that, you can come back to txadmin, restart your server, and then your server should work correctly without any of these errors. As you can see here, it has worked and there is no errors. These right here do not matter. These do not make a difference. It will still work anyway. So now we can load up into our server on FiveM. One thing you might have to do for your hosting, which I'm pretty sure you do not have to do for Vibes games, is port forward so that people can join your server. So search in the Windows search bar, Windows Firewall. It will come up with this. Click on that and then click on Advanced Settings. Once this pops up, click Inbound Rules, click New Rule, Port, Next. And then right here, make sure this is ticked and then this, and enter 30120. Copy this so you can just copy and paste it next time. Click Allow, Next, and then name this whatever you want. I would just name it FiveM. And then you want to do this again. Click Port, click Next. This time you want to click UDP, paste in the numbers again, 30120, Next. Next, next, and then name it FiveM again. And then you'll want to do the exact same thing for outbound rules. Click port, click next, enter the numbers, 30120, next. This time it'll say block the connection, click allow, next, next, name it FiveM. Do this again, port, next, UDP, paste the numbers in, next, allow the connection, next, next, and then name it FiveM. Now that you've done that, people will be able to join your server. Only some hostings require you to do that. Vibe Games doesn't, which I recommend using. So now that you've done all that, you can minimize your VPS and load FiveM to join your server. Now there's two ways you can join your server. You can search your server in the play and then search the name that you've put in the server CFG, and you can also click F8 on your keyboard, type in connect, and then you'll want to get your server's IP, which the easiest way of doing this is clicking remote desktop and just Control C to copy it. Once you've done that, go back on FiveM and then Control V to paste it and then click enter. This might pop up, just click OK. Once you've done that, it will start joining your server when it reopens FiveM. And now you can see that if you've followed all the correct steps in the guide, you will now have your server fully set up without any bugs. If your server doesn't look like how it's supposed to and you're not using CRM development files, then you most likely have broken files. But if you are using CRM files and it doesn't look like a full server, or you'll get an awaiting scripts, maybe a black screen, then you have set the server up wrong. So if that happens, I would recommend either purchasing a setup in our Discord, or you can try and follow the guide once again if you keep having issues. All of our servers, they work completely fine, and if you have issues setting them up or you have a bunch of bugs, then that's most likely a setup issue and nothing to do with the actual files from us. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want more FiveM tutorials, comment down below what you would like to see and we will do a video on it.